This is a guide on replacing a digitizer and the LCD screen on an Apple iPad mini. For the replacement process, we'll need the following tools: heat gun or hairdryer, plastic picks, small Phillips screwdriver, small flat screwdriver, tweezers. You can also use a suction cup for the opening process. To begin, shut down the device by holding the power button and then confirming the shutdown on screen. The digitizer is a solid plane of glass that is glued around the perimeter onto the main body. In order to soften the glue, we need to warm up the perimeter of the device with the heat gun. Be consistent and try to distribute the heat evenly. Do not apply heat for longer than a minute. Once the edges of the front glass have been properly warmed up, place a suction cup at the corner. Gently pour the suction cup, making a small gap between the digitizer and the aluminium body. Insert a plastic pick between the glass digitizer and the aluminium body on the right side of the device. Move along the perimeter, gently separating the digitizer. Do not insert the pick more than 1/4 inch deep, otherwise you can damage the internal cables. Lift the digitizer up and hold it at the right angle to the main body. Do not open it wider since the digitizer is still connected to the device. Now we have access to the LCD screen that is held in place by 4 Phillips screws. Remove the screws with a small Phillips screwdriver. Make sure that the digitizer is still in vertical position. In our case, we leaned it against a box. Unglue 2 pieces of adhesive insulator at the top and 1 piece at the bottom. Lift the LCD screen up and keep it in vertical position along with the digitizer. Proceed on removing the big metal separator. The separator is held in place by 7 tiny screws, 3 on the left side and 4 on the right. Remove the separator. Next, we have to remove the small metal shield that is covering the LCD and the digitizer connectors. Remove the 4 Phillips screws. Remove the shield. Now that the connectors are exposed, we can disconnect the LCD screen and the digitizer. Take a flat screwdriver and gently pick open the connectors. Put the LCD screen aside. The digitizer's cable has a circuit on it that is still glued in. Use a flat tool to separate it. Put the digitizer aside. At this point, the new LCD and the digitizer can be installed. Make sure that there is no protective film left on the digitizer on either front or back. Align the digitizer with the edge of the main body. Guide the digitizer's cable back in its place and reconnect it to the logic board. Caution: it is very important not to force any of the connectors. All connectors are very fragile. Next, reinstall the LCD screen. Align the LCD with the main body and reconnect it to the logic board. Make sure that all connectors are plugged in properly. Replace the small metal shield. Secure it with 4 Phillips screws. Replace the big metal separator, align it with the holes and replace the screws. 3 on the left side and 4 on the right. Lower the LCD panel in its original position. Apply the pieces of adhesive insulator. Secure the LCD with 4 Phillips screws. At this point, it is important to remove any dust, smudges and fingerprints from the LCD screen and the inner side of the digitizer. Close the digitizer, making sure that it is perfectly aligned with the aluminium body. Apply some pressure on the sides of the device for better adhesion. Turn the iPad on, and you're done.